Going on, everyone? Welcome in, welcome in. Give me 1 second to make sure everything's set up right, and then we will get into it. Okay, I'll go ahead and change my camera angle because I've been kind of forgetting it early on in the stream, and but I have been catching it though. So give me 1 more second, and then I'll make sure that we're streaming, that we're doing good, and then we'll jump into it. I just gotta make sure this tab's muted. Otherwise, I'll hear a playback. Okay. Let's see. We're almost there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 1 more second. I think we're good to go. Okay. All right, let's jump into it. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jacob Chappell. I am a former licensed pest control contractor. I'm a former C-17 jet engine mechanic, and now I teach you online systems so you can have more time back and get more cash as well. And if you're coming back for the second time, or you've been around, welcome back. We'll jump right into it. Sorry, I'm starting so late. Like I said, I have a chronic condition that is sometimes incapacitating, so I had to deal with that first, and now here we are. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So the title of this video is not clickbait. There is a Google tool that nobody really talks about, not too much at least, and I wonder if it's because there's not an affiliate link for it, and so there's not. YouTubers are kind of like the new used car salesman of like the AI and digital space, and so maybe that's why. It's because you can't make money off of the affiliate link on it, because there isn't one. So I won't make money. It'll just help you out. So anyways, the program that I'm talking about is called NotebookLM, and if you're not familiar with NotebookLM, on the left-hand side we have a sources tab. Why this is important is because any source that you put in here, whether it be a website, a document, your instructions, logos, whatever it is, AI will only pull from that. It will not pull from the internet and muddy up your sources of what you have. In the middle here, you have a chat inbox here that you can interact with those sources. And then on top of that, on the right-hand side, you have a series of features. Not all of these are that practical. The ones I use the most is the slide deck for creating like sales decks and stuff like that. Flashcards for quizzing yourself. If I'm trying to learn new things from like Alex Hormozy or Donald Miller, Daniel Presley, you name it, you can put in their content, like all of their YouTube videos, and you can do flashcards and quizzes. It helps you learn pretty quickly. And then you can also generate infographics. This is pretty helpful for doing like flyers, infographics for social media, stuff like that. And we'll get into that more as we go into it. So what is most important, I have a graph I'll show you real quick, is you can take NotebookLM and you can pretty much do anything you want with it. And I'll show you, for example. Okay, so let's say like the first thing for your NotebookLM, if we're going to generate, and I guess I need to like state why this is important. Whenever you're doing stuff, most things that you're doing, it lives inside your head. You don't really have systems. You're kind of just like winging it. We all have done it. We're super busy and we're wearing 1,000 different hats. It's very hard to keep up with. And so it makes it a lot easier if you have systems and sources of where things are, so you can just go straight to there and you can just rinse repeat things, right? Like think about a nail gun versus like a nail and a hammer. All right, if you're already going to put a roof on a house, you might as well use a nail gun. It's a lot faster and a lot easier. This is like the nail gun of that, if that's a good analogy. I don't know. If it's not, let me know. So anyways, the first thing that we need is a brand and style guideline. If you don't know how to make a brand and style guideline, I will show you how to do it. Super easy with Claude or ChatGPT, doesn't matter, in like 5 minutes, okay? So let's jump right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and open up Claude real quick. And then I'm going to close this down. I need to go to the ghost mode. You don't have to do this. When I do it, it's going to pull from my own personal information, which will muddy up your results in this demo. So let's not do that. Okay, first thing, let's just find like a website. Let's go landscaping company in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm in Scottsdale. We'll just find a random one real quick. Ignore this these graphics here. This is like a Chrome extension plugin that I have. Again, I don't know any of these companies. I'm not doing any favors or anything like that. I'm going to pull them at random. I think this one right here, 4.5. On-site landscaping. Okay, and we'll just use them. Everything I'm doing in this video is for educational purposes only. So, all right, so we have on-site. They have an interesting little green leaf water thing there. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, they don't really have like a website. Okay, let's find another example real quickly. Okay, let's do landscaping. Let's just do. Let's make a choice. Because I'm going to sit here and get super picky. And this is just for a demo, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's go with this one. If they have a website. Wow, I might just be out of. Wait, let's see. This is Sonoran Landscape Outdoor. That might be the same one. This is like a luxury kind of feel to it. That's more like boutique, I guess. Wow, I'm actually kind of struggling to find an example for you guys real quickly. I was doing all this live, and maybe I should have. Let's see. Outdoorscapes Design Group. Okay. We're gonna. A lot of 5-star rated companies too. That's interesting. Lone Star Landscaping. Lone Star sounds like Texas. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this will work. This will work great. We can probably save this logo as well. Again, all educational. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this logo, like, and we'll do it in a minute. This will be use your logo. Okay, so I'm just gonna save this as logo PNG. It's fun. So pretend like this is your website. Again, this is all educational purposes. I don't know this company. I don't have any affiliation. I'm not bashing them. I'm not hurting them. I'm not promoting them. I'm just pulling them at random to show you. Okay, so we'll take this company and we'll say like. I'm gonna try to voice the text real quick. Okay, it's a little laggy. Hey, I want you to take my URL for my website, and I want you to create me a comprehensive and detailed brand and style guideline based off of it. I want you to make sure that we use the same fonts, colors, text, not limited to the things I'm saying, and go ahead and get started, please. Thank you so much. And then we'll just copy and paste that right there. This prompt doesn't have to be perfect. Use words like comprehensive and exhaustive is helpful. And also say not limited to, because sometimes AI will quite literally take what you say, one for one. And so we want to make sure that's like, hey, do these things, but maybe some more if needed. Okay, we'll just wait for that to come back. All right. And by the way, one extra step that we can do real quick, and it's not really an extra step, you can put all of these sources that we're going to do in this video today into the NotebookLM. But what I would do is I would go to Google Drive. I'm going to pull this off for just a second off screen to make sure I don't have like a private one pulled up. Let's see if I can, which one can I pull up? We can do this one. I'll do a folder and I'll just say like demo live stream is fine. Okay. All right. Awesome. I'll pull this up. Okay. Great. Awesome. Okay, so we have a Google Drive, and why this is important is because if everything that, so I found myself like, whenever I use a NotebookLM and I accidentally put the sources into the NotebookLM, and then later on I may lose this NotebookLM or have a hard time finding it. I'm like, oh, I need that brand style. And I've ended up making like 2 or 3. Where it helps you out is if you just take a Google Drive and you will save everything to a Google Drive and keep it here, okay? Google Drive it's generous. If you have a free account, it's like 15 gigabytes. If you have a paid one, like I have a paid one, it's like 5 terabytes, which is like 5,000 gigabytes, I think. Yeah, I know for sure it's 5,000 gigabytes. So very generous, and you can save it there. So save everything that you build into a Google Drive, and then we're going to upload that as a source from the drive right here. Okay, so let's see my drive, and it looks like I'm connected to my other drive, so I might just have to like sign in real quick, which is fine because Claude is still plotting. Okay, I'll sign into my other one. And then I'll just create a folder. I'm just doing this off screen because I have some private stuff that I don't know. It might just pop up and I may not want to share it. Demo live stream. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where did I save it? Got it. Okay. Awesome. This is perfect. Okay. So we have it here. Okay. So Claude is going to take a while to make this for a second. I'm probably just going to stall and talk about more stuff, but no, for real, I don't think I have it in the graph. We do want to have, one thing I forgot to mention is we want to have like a Google Drive, and this Google Drive needs to feed into our Claude. One second, my phone's going off. Okay, we're good. All right, so you want to have this Google Drive, and this is where everything lives. And then we want to have that feed into, let me see if I can zoom in the screen a little bit so it makes it bigger for the live stream. You want to have that feed into Claude, and then Claude is going to, I'm so sorry. Ignore that for a second. I have this a little bit, a little wrong. What we're going to do instead, I'm so sorry. Here we go. I promise I planned better than this, but for this graph at least, but I missed just one critical thing that I just saw, so we'll fix that real quick. No big deal. Okay, let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Okay, this is all going to feed into Google Drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Claude. We're going to make the things. Okay, we're going to make a brand style guideline. We're going to make a voice and style guideline, and then we're going to make a pricing guide. And then we're going to feed all of this into Google Drive, and that is going to feed into NotebookLM. Why is this important? Well, because later on you can connect your Google Drive to your Claude, so you can have Claude directly do things with your Google Drive later on. So I found that Google Drive is one of the best places to store like your online front-facing non-sensitive documents that you're not, Google's not going to lose your data, but let's say they did, it's not going to break the bank because it's all website customer-facing stuff. Okay. All right. Wow, Claude, you're taking a while, big dog. Okay. Let's see if we can just get a quick answer because this is actually taking so, I do have it on Opus 4.5. That just means that it's like a really smart thinking one that might be taking a while to do it. Okay. And I'll just double check over this real quick. Wow, it's taking a while. I'm going to copy this real quick, and I'm going to go to ChatGPT. Maybe Claude is having some issues, and so I'm going to log out so we don't have any influence from my own personal stuff. Maybe Claude is just taking a while, and we might have to just use ChatGPT. Dang it, that screen just popped up. Come on, man. Okay, there we go. Awesome. And I want to see what it does here. Okay, it reviewed the website pretty quickly. Okay, awesome. I think maybe Claude is just down for the demonstration purposes, so we'll just exit out of this for now. Again, you can use Claude. I'm going to also write right here. I'm going to write or ChatGPT. Okay, and this is, there we go. Awesome. Okay, awesome. So basically just use AI, and then we're going to build this stuff. Okay, so we have our brand style guideline. We have it right here in ChatGPT. I don't want to sign in. Okay, awesome. We're going to copy all of this here. So basically what it did is it went through and it found all the locations. It found all the custom values, and the custom values are basically stuff that's like reused multiple times in the website, which is just important for streamlining processes. It's not really important to memorize right now. Logo, color palette, your typography, the scale of your text, like what sizes they are and stuff like that, photography style. Like it captured everything, and that's all that's important. Let's not dig too much into all this right here. Let's just take all of this and we're going to copy it. It did a pretty dang good job. Yeah, nuts. Okay, now we're going to take this and we're going to go to the right-hand side over here. My face might be blocking just a little bit, but it's right here at the bottom of the screen. There's a thing that says add note, bottom right-hand side, okay? We're going to add a note. And that's going to add a note right here, paste this in right here, and just put brand and style guidelines, okay? And then on the right-hand side, there's three little dots. Click the three little dots, and then convert to source. What that's going to do is going to take that document and all those sources and all the information in there, and it's going to pump it over here into the left into the sources, okay? So now we can talk, and you'll see this little bitty like summary that just popped up. Now we can talk with this information, okay, which is pretty cool. Next thing that I want you to do is I want you to go to your website and copy or save your logo. If you already have it saved on your computer, that's great. Just go back to your NotebookLM and then upload files, and then let's go to downloads. Let's go to that Lone Star. So we have our logo here. Awesome. And then the next thing that we need to do, so let's mark this off, and we'll go through this one by one. we go. Okay, so we got our brand and style, and now we need to do a voice and style guide. Okay, so let's go back to the website. Let's copy this, and then actually we can just do it right here. I'm gonna say, I want you to now make me a voice and a voice guideline. So basically how my voice, how I would sound, how I would talk, I want you to take and make it sound exactly like me, but I do want you to look for the flaws that I have, and I would like for you to just gently improve them following professional and pro sources such as Alex Hormozi, Donald Miller, Daniel Presley, only from highly qualified sources, no other generic internet content, please and thank you. Okay, and then we can send that off. What would really help and be advantageous here is if you have like your personal written documents that you've written by hand and not used AI, and then pump those into here and say the same thing. Like, I want you to take these documents and I want you to make it sound like, give me a voice guide that sounds exactly like me based off of these documents. That would be even more accurate because it'll pick up on all the little nuances and the unique character that you have when you're writing. Okay, so let's go down. Let's copy all this. Awesome. Let's copy this. And then same thing, bottom right-hand side, my face is covering up this thing right here, but on the bottom right-hand side, there's a little white oval that says add note. Click that and then paste in those instructions. And then for the title of it, let's just name this voice guideline. Voice guideline. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to hit the three. I want you to hit the three little dots on the right-hand side. I want you to convert that to a source, and now that's in the left-hand side, and we can interact with this. Okay, so let's go back to our little chart here, and we have done the voice and style guide, and now we need to make a pricing guide. Okay, and if your website doesn't have a pricing guide on it, you can input all this information. Again, this is not fictitious. This is an example that I picked this website from random, so I may have to make some random prices that are not actually accurate for this website. Again, this is only for educational purposes. Nothing I do here is for real. Okay, got it? Awesome. I've said that like 3 times now, so I should be good. Let's go to, we have this one here. Let's go. Oh, let's see. It wants me to stay logged out. Let's see. I think I could do. There we go. I would like you for. Let me back up. Choked up a little bit there. I want you to now make me a pricing guideline based off of my pricing. If you don't have pricing from the website, please ask me. And we'll send that off. I was going to say it was a demo, but that would confuse it a little bit. You guys know it's a demo. It's not real. And that we're just doing this for educational purposes. I kind of have to like really instate that because I don't want to hurt any company that's legitimate or bash anybody. You know, I'm only here to help educate. So this is for educational purposes. If I had a landscaping company myself, I would use that, but I don't. So we have to pull it from the, we want it to be real. We want it to be real. I don't want to just make something up. Please send me the following. Okay. This is for demo purposes only. What I would like for you to do is to find industry standard pricings in my region for this industry, for the jobs that I do, the services I do. And I would like for you to make me a fictitious pricing guideline, please. Fictitious meaning that it's a fake price. It's not real. This is a good approach. Okay. This is all fictional. Awesome. There we go. Awesome. I just wonder how many of you guys are going to be watching this stream. Like, will this guy shut up about being a demo? We get it. Yeah. Got to protect yourself. All right. Let's see here. Let's go back up. I mean, this is actually free publicity for them, right? So that's cool. And they have a great website too. That's just awesome. Okay. Pricing mindset. Let's just go to here. Imagine they saw this and they were like, hey, like we actually want that NotebookLM. That'd be so funny. Okay, again, bottom right-hand side, there's a note that says add note. You can't see it because my face is covering it up. And then paste that content into there. And then we're going to say pricing guideline. So we're going to put pricing guidelines. Let me get rid of manual. Okay, awesome. Sweet. And now we can go back to our graph, and we have done the pricing guideline. There's one thing left to do. before. Well, we actually, I kind of did this wrong. I'm going to show you. This is one way to do it. Kind of shot myself in the foot here by showing you this way, but I'll show you another way. Again, hit the 3 little dots, convert to source. I'll show you how to upload from Google Drive so you don't have to go back and do this over and over again, but this is one way that you could do it. One thing that we do need to do, though, before we move forward is I want to say, okay, I would like for you to create me a README document teaching NotebookLM how to communicate amongst these 3 sources that I will have in my NotebookLM, please. Okay, awesome. And again, we would be using Claude, but Claude is having some issues right now, so we're just using ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is great too. Awesome. And a README document basically is just telling AI like, hey, read this, just so you get. It's like a crash course. It's like a crash landing. Like, this is how everything's set up. Okay, and then we can add a note. Bottom right hand side, you can't see it because my face is covering up, and then we'll just put README in all caps is like the industry best practices. And then hit the 3 little dots, convert to source, and now we have it as a source in the left-hand side. Okay, now we have this NotebookLM completely set up. And I showed you, this is one way to do it where you can post it into the notes. I'm going to show you a more usable way to where you're not going to lose this going forward because it's going to be in your Google Drive, okay? So everything that we just made, I'm going to take this right here, copy this document here, go to your NotebookLM, and let's just create a new document. Paste in, we're starting with the brand guideline. So paste this in. And again, why I'm doing this in the Google Drive is because what I found is when you build it in NotebookLM, you may lose that NotebookLM, or you may have you may not be able to find it quickly, and you'll have to build this over and over again. And that's what we want to avoid. We're trying to save time here. So we have our brand guideline. ChatGPT did this for us in one prompt. You may have to reiterate a little bit, but not too much. I found it's pretty accurate. Okay. All right, I'll shut up about that now. All right, and go back. And then we'll save this. All right, there we go. Sweet. And then we need to, let's see. So let's go from the bottom to the top. We'll do the voice guideline now. I'll start by doing the name first so we can exit out of that because we saved it. Okay, let's do another one. Right click, and then we're going to do Google Docs. And then we will paste this up here. Sweet. Go back to Gemini. And then we will go back to the voice, paste this. Isn't this fun? All right, and then let's go two more. Pricing guidelines. Let's exit out of this one because it auto saves. We'll do right click, Google Docs. And then we will paste the pricing guideline that we built. And then copy all the contents for it. Paste it in there. And then we can go back for just the very last one, which is the README. And then we can copy all the contents. Let me do the README first so you don't lose track here. Exit out of this one, right click, new doc. And then paste that in there. Copy all the contents. Same thing here. Awesome. Now we can exit out of that. We have our demo folder built with everything in it. Again, I showed you this first way how to do this first. Now what I want to do is I want to delete all of these sources. So we're just going to remove these sources. Again, this is where this AI pulls from. This program is completely free. I have no affiliate links. There is not an affiliate link for it. And so it just helps you out. They're pretty generous. They let you do a lot of stuff before they start capping you. It's, like I said, it's made from Google. It's probably all, let's see. And then I'm going to go to the downloads, put in your logo. If you don't know like files types, PNG is preferred. You could do WebP or JPEG. If you don't know what those things are, it doesn't really matter. Just start with something. And then let's get rid of this one. Remove sources. You can keep these over here if you want. I'm just going to delete these for organizational sake so I don't confuse anyone. So we'll delete them. Again, these are just notes. Okay. And now what we can do is we can do add source, and then you can upload it from your drive. And the reason why I say this is important is because like later on you may lose this notebook and you may want to come back to it. But if it's in your Google Drive, there's a better chance that you'll keep up with it and not lose it. So we can select. I'm going to hold shift. No, not shift. I'm going to hold control and select all of these. Hit insert, and it's going to upload those from our Google Drive, which is really cool. So now whenever we want to go back, we can save this on your desktop. You can text it to yourself. You can save it somewhere, okay, somewhere important. You can start here and bookmark it. You can come back to this, make the iterations here, and then just update it here throughout any other NotebookLM that you use and make. Okay, so now we have our brand and style guideline. Go back to the chart. We have a brand and style guideline. We have a voice and style guide. We have a pricing guide. That is all in our Google Drive now, and that has been uploaded into the NotebookLM. We've also got our logo. And last thing we need to do is copy your URL and then add that as a source, okay? So right there we go. And now it's going to pull from all of this stuff. It's really cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll mark these two off. Those are good. Okay, now why do you want this? Well, it's because you can use it repeatedly as your, you can use it to respond to replies, to respond to comments, to give customer quotes, to do website updates, to do infographics and flyers, to do sales decks, aka pitch decks. It's pretty handy. I'm gonna go through a couple examples real quick and show you. Okay, so let's just say let's go back to Lone Star AZ. Lone Star AZ. Okay. Wouldn't this be funny if they didn't have a Google page? Wow, they may not have a Google page actually. Wouldn't that be interesting? How am I gonna give an example? That's fine. We can have AI just give us an example for now. That's fine. I'm just gonna say, hey, so this website that I'm doing as a demo, they don't actually have any Google reviews. They don't have a Google page, I don't believe. Can you just generate me like one good review and one bad review as an example so I can demo it being responded to in the NotebookLM, please? Thank you so much. Okay, we'll send that off. Okay, we have an example. Awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna tell one more time. I want you to keep the reviews like super short and sweet, like people didn't have a lot of time and they just left some nice words, or they were frustrated and they left some mean words. So give me a 1-star review and give me a 5-star review, but I don't want you to give me a reply back to them, please. Just give me their reviews as a demo. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, sweet. Great experience from start to finish. Backyard turned out even better than we imagined. Highly recommended. Sounds like a great review. It's very believable. Doesn't sound actually like AI at all, which is cool. Let's just go back to our NotebookLM, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm just going to say respond to this review. And then we can just quotation mark that. Boom. And we'll see what it says. Again, I'm doing this live right now. So far, we're 30 minutes into setting all this up, which is pretty fast. You can go through and reiterate and improve all of these. I highly recommend that when you're doing these in these chats, you do it in like one chat so you can have the AI not only update the things that you want it to update, but it has reference of the things that you've done in the past so it knows where you're coming from. Okay, so let's go back to there we go. Thank you for sharing your experience. Our mission is to design extraordinary outdoor environments, elevate our clients live, entertain. Wait, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Extraordinary outdoor environments that elevate how our clients live, entertain, and enjoy their homes. Hearing that your tailored experience, blah, 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 blah. It sounds pretty, that sounds like pretty generic AI slop. We'll delete this, and what I'll say is, check this out. Based off of my sources, which are all based off of my company, my brand, not really fake. I want you to, that's so funny. I whispered to you like you could hear me, but I went past the mic, which doesn't make any sense because you can't hear me, but it's basically saying it's a demo. I've said it like 50 times. I think we're good at this point. We're based off of a company, my brand, and we'll just continue. Based off of my sources, which are based off of my company and my brand, I want you to create a source document that tells how to respond to Google reviews. I want the response to mirror the customer in length. I do not want it to sound like AI slop. I do not want it to be over excited, but I also don't want it to be super monotone. I want it to be SEO and AEO optimized for that's advantageous for my company. And I want it to be written in a way that is for the next customers to see it, not just the customer that I'm responding to. Okay, that's a lot to remember. You could probably just copy and paste this, or you could just take this YouTube URL later, give it to your AI, and be like, hey, this guy said this about this, but he said way too much, and I need you to just copy that so I can do it myself. Just do that. Okay, so now I'm structuring a response to the future. Okay, awesome. Let's talk about it. So now this is what's cool. So now this NotebookLM has all of your sources in here, and it's like, okay, based off of everything here and what they just said to me, we can do all of this. What's also really cool, and I'll show you this real quick. I'm just going to go to YouTube at random. I'm going to go YouTube, and I'm going to say how to respond to Google reviews. Okay. And I don't know anybody, but it's pretty cool. He has a breakout 10 years ago. Wow. So he's got 118x the views compared to his subscribers. That's really good. That's awesome. Holy cow. Respond to reviews, Google Business. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm just going to play this for just a second. I might have to mute it because I think I might get copyrighted if I don't mute it. I just want to go through. Wow, that is an old internet browser. Wow, that's a throwback. Nice. Okay. I think he might literally. I think I might have to say the best way. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to, here we go. I'm trying to find like not physically and literally how to do it, but like the best way to do it when you're typing it up. So let's turn on the CC so I can just kind of read what he's saying. I want to know that something goes wrong, your applause are part of your company's public image. By the way, guys, I don't know how long. I'm going to look this up for the next stream. I just don't want to get copyright strike because I've had it happen before where I was like watching videos innocently and I'm just like, not thinking anything about it. And then I get copyright or at least muted. And so I want to figure out how long I can watch a video in my video before it's too much. And if at all. Let's see, turn on even better reviews to a moment trust. And lastly, how to use tools like ChatGPT to make this fast and stress-free. Okay, this is fine. So what I want to do is you can find like whatever source you have, Alex Hormozy, Donald Miller, your grandmother, it doesn't matter, okay? Take that back to NotebookLM, and then we can add this as a source right here. And this is basically, and you could rename this if you want to, and it actually, how to reply to every Google review. That's fine. And then I'm going to say we have this here. I'm going to turn off these sources. If you turn off these sources, okay, it will not use them anymore. I'm basically just toggling them on and off in this case. And then how to review, I'm going to do this here. I'm going to say, okay, improve this based off of the how to reply to every Google review, good or bad source I just uploaded, please. Okay, what's happening is here is I started the process of it creating a document, and it's going to memorize everything in the chat. So not only does it, and I hope this doesn't get too complicated. I don't think it will, but not only whatever source I have here on the left, let's say I have this toggled on, okay? When I chat right here, it's only going to pull from this source right here. So when I chat, I have a little laser thing, which is pretty cool. When I type in my text right here, okay, the AI is only going to pull from the source that I have that is currently selected. But it's also going to pull from everything that is in the chat as well. So earlier I had these turned on, all of these check marks. Okay, I won't go through all of them, but you get it. Okay. And it gave me some input. Well, I turned them off. It's still going to pull from the content that I made before. It's just not going to actively pull from these pieces of these sources and these pieces of content right now. Okay, so we'll turn this off, and then that's great. And now we can go down and see what it says. Okay, so as we updated, audience is the next customer. The length and the pacing mirror the client. Okay, sweet. Okay, awesome. Now what we can do is I can copy this right here. Let's see, I can copy this. Go to, nope. Actually, no, I'm showing you there's, again, this is the second way to do it, but we're not going to do this. I don't want to confuse you. Go to your thing here, and then go to docs, and then let's paste this here. And then we'll say how to respond to Google reviews. Oh, reviews. There we go. Awesome. Call me a nerd, but this stuff is pretty cool to me. All right. So now we have that. Sweet, 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 sweet. Awesome. Let's go back to our NotebookLM. We can add a source, which is going to be the Google Drive. And then it's going to be how to respond. Insert that source. Get rid of this YouTube source. Okay. Just like this. And now what I want to do is we can turn everything back on, which is awesome. I'm going to delete this chat history. Go back to the good Google review that we had. In this case, just an example. I'm going to say copy this. And I'm going to say respond to this Google review. Okay. Just like that. We can send it. By the way, I should have warned you in this video, some of this stuff is a little bit more advanced, but it's great stuff. Okay, currently dissecting the reviews, integrating the information from how to respond. See, it's telling you, it's going through all this stuff right now actively. Okay, so thank you, name. It was a pleasure. And I don't think we added the name. In the future, it might be advantageous just to copy the whole thing, like their name in the review as well, to save you some time. That's just a note there. But it says, thank you, name. It was a pleasure designing and installing your new custom outdoor space in Scottsdale, Arizona Valley. Delivering a seamless experience is a core standard for our team, and we're thrilled that the final result exceeded your expectations. Okay, so this is SEO and AEO optimized, but again, it's for the next customer that reads it. If you want to improve this, just take this document here and go to your drive, update the document, and then just go back and then delete this document here, and then just re-upload it, and it will refresh with a new one. Okay, so this is a rough start, not a rough start, but this is like a rough sketch, but we're doing this in under an hour, which is insane, because overall, if you keep iterating this and making it better and better and better and better, little improvements, it's going to save you so much time. Oh my gosh, it's going to save you so much time, right? It's like building a factory. Okay, it takes a little bit of time to build a factory, but the output is it's way faster and way better than doing it by hand. Okay. All right, man, that was a mouthful. I need to shut up now. Okay, let's go up here. So we got review replies. We have comment reply. You can do the same thing with that. That's fine. Like for social media, you could do another document for that. I don't think we really need to take the time to do that right now. Customer quotes. Let's do another video. How to write professional customer quotes. By the way, I wouldn't really do this. I have like paid sources that I use and much better sources. But this is just for a live example, so I won't actually do this. Okay, let's just copy this. We'll pause it. We'll go back to here. I'm going to add a source. I'm going to paste this in just like this. I'm going to delete the chat history so it doesn't influence our future stuff. I want you to write me a custom document that says how to respond to quotes based off of my company and all the sources in there. And there's one source we have that's called How Better Quotes Can Help You Win More Work. That is like the specific instructions of how to write the best possible quotes. But the other sources that I have in there are for my brand. So they're my voice, my brand style, my guidelines, my pricing guidelines, and stuff like that. Okay? Isn't that crazy that we've built a machine that is helping us build itself? Like the machine is building machines, which is insane. This is nuts. Okay, we'll give this a second to generate. Awesome. By the way, really quick note, while this is generating, if you want to generate like infographics and stuff like that, you can click it and it will just start doing automatically selected infographic. If you want to tailor it, you can click the arrow button and then you can do more custom settings. But if I hit the infographic and all of these are selected, it's going to make an infographic based off of everything. Now let's say I just want to select one thing, turn everything else, select that one thing, and then hit the infographic and it will be just for that, which is really cool. A lot of use cases for that. Okay, let's see what it says here. Wow, we're going a little bit longer on the stream today. 39 minutes. I wasn't feeling good. I had a migraine so bad. I had to like lay down. It was awful. Awful. Okay. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to live stream. This is cool. I really enjoy live streaming every day. I know I'm rambling right now, but I really do enjoy live streaming. This teaches me a lot. It helps other people. I get a lot of feedback. It's like a fun little thing. It feels like community again. It feels like when I was a kid and you did things with a community of like-minded people. It feels awesome. It's great. I really miss that. Honestly, I really do miss that. All right, let's stop reminiscing and let's get back on track. Okay, go back to your Google document, or your Drive, create a new document, and then let's paste in the contents. Let's paste without formatting. Okay, let's do quote and personal guidelines. Quotes and proposal guidelines. Excuse me. Let's go back to the Gemini and let's delete this source right here. That was from the YouTube video. And then we can add a source, go to Drive. Download that one. Okay, great. Now it's in there. Okay, so I'm going to just delete this right here. And I'm going to say, I have a customer that's about 20 minutes away from me that needs a quote for their property. Can you ask me a series of questions that I can answer that would give you the information that is applicable to help you generate a quote for me, please, for them? Okay, and again with AI, prompts are handy, but prompts don't have to be perfect. It's natural language, which means you can just talk to it like a friend, okay? And the more you talk to it like a friend, the better off you're going to be. Okay, says to help you generate a comprehensive luxury proposal outlines with blah, 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 blah. Client details, what's the client's name? We're just going to make all this up right now on the spot. Excuse me. Dan Bonaro. For the client goals and intent, they want to add a like a paver patio area by their pool. Right now it's just a pool and just bare grass and dirt in the backyard. They want to turn it into like a paver paradise with like a fire pit in the middle and stuff like that. With AstroTurf, so they don't have to keep mowing it because it's hot and sucks out here. They want a water fountain from the pool as well, a brick feature in the corner. Their pool is like, I don't know, 12 feet deep, a normal size pool. They would like to have no outdoor kitchen, just the fire pit. They can put chairs around. And the structures, we could do a couple palm trees, smaller ones, with some general shrubs and stuff like that. Their backyard is, let's say it's a quarter acre. And they don't have a budget in mind. Timeline, they would like to have it done in the next 3 months. Okay, all that information, again, put in the actual information you would have. And this is what's really cool about this system specifically, is this system will get better as you use it. As you use it, it will get better and better and better and better and better. And a great example of this is like saying, hey, like if I'm talking to the AI and it does something I don't like, I can say, hey, I didn't like the way you did that. What in the instructions could we change to get this result that I want instead of that? And it will propose updates that you can make. And then you can go in to the docs, put in those updates, delete the current one, and then just re-upload the updated doc. Name it 1.1, 1.2. If you want to do all that stuff, you don't have to, and then you'll be updated, which is super cool. It's super great. Okay, let's see what it says. Client goals and design intent, project scope, awesome. Investment. Okay, premium hardscaping pavers is $18 to $38 per square foot. Premium artificial turf, fully installed, is $10 to $16 per square foot. Yikes, that's pretty expensive. Architectural lighting, optional. Okay, let's do this. I would like for you to generate a slide sales deck offering 3 different packages. So we start with the first package, which is the cheapest option. We start with the second package, which is the medium priced option. And then we start with our premium luxury package, the third option, which is the most expensive. Okay. And we'll see what it does here. Okay. Wow, the stream is going. This is the longest stream I've done in a while. It's cool. Let's see, we can get rid of this here. Awesome. And we haven't done any website. I don't think I'll have enough time to do website updates, but you can do website updates. I'll show you in a second. We'll do the infographics really quickly. And right now we're doing a pitch deck. So actually, I won't quite mark that off yet. We'll be working on it right here. Okay, let's go back. I've just distilled the client's. So right now it's generating a slide deck. You can do that from the chat. And if you want to do it from here instead, you can go to the options. You can do different options like detailed deck, present your slides. The detailed deck is fine. Default is fine. You can do shorter if you'd like to. You can choose the sources that it pulls from for the slide deck, which is really cool. Manually over here. You can also turn them off over here beforehand too. NotebookLM, it just gives you a lot of options, like a ton of options. They really thought this out. And then describe the slide deck you want to create. So you can do custom instructions right here as well, okay? Which is really cool. Later on in another live stream, I'll show how to create custom instructions for NotebookLM for the responses. I won't do that today because it's pretty advanced, but it can help you tailor your responses better, okay? I want to see what it says, what it comes out with. Okay, so right now it has a standard package at $4,000. It has the premium recommended second package, tier 2. It doesn't look like it gave us a price, around $6,000. Okay, around $6,000. And then the tier 3 luxury package, which is $8,000 plus. Okay. Interesting to see how it does. It doesn't always do the slide decks perfectly. I was talking to somebody, a friend of mine. He was saying that by using the slides for their sales, that their close rate has gone up 15%. So if you're doing bigger ticket items, it's definitely advantageous to have a slide deck. And we're in a time and age to where you can do it so cheaply and so well to where you really should. You just should. It's so cheap. You don't have to hire anybody off of Fiverr. You don't have to Upwork. None of that stuff. You don't have to learn really anything. You can just like go. This is what's crazy. You could go to YouTube, look up a video on how to make a professional sales deck, okay? And then you could bring it back in here and then upload it as a source, and then it'll pull to do that for you. We could do a document. I don't think that we create a professional. Let's do that. Let's pull it up. What am I doing? Okay, let's see. Let's go to YouTube. Let's figure out how to make a professional sales deck for big ticket items. The perfect sales pitch guide to crushing every sales presentation. Okay. Again, find the sources that you trust and that you want to use, and then you can just do those. Let's not be too picky. Have I get a ton of money? Also, like you can take Alex Hormozy's stuff and put it in there. You can put anything. You can put anything you want in there. $100 million sales deck. The sales structure closed. $100 million with software. I mean, that sounds pretty. It almost sounds too good to be true. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of like this guy right here. Okay, let's just do this. I don't know the video, but let's just copy this. The guy seems like he's telling the truth. And then we'll go to the source. We'll add this as a source. And we might have time. We're at 48 minutes right now. We might have time to where we could generate with this. I'm kind of slowing down a little bit, so I might actually just cut it a little bit shorter. Sorry, guys. Customer quotes. We have this right here. Well, no, I'm sorry. We haven't really done that just yet. Let's go ahead before I get lost here. Okay, so we know for a fact. I'll zoom in. I'll get back on track here. So we've done these two. We've done the replies. We've done the comment replies. This is for like social media and stuff like that. Same way as the good and bad Google reviews. Now we're going to do custom quotes. This is what we're working on right now. And we're going to, we've already done, let's see, let's get rid of this here. we will do this right here, and then we'll do these three. We'll do this one, and this one. So what I want to do is a customer quote. I want to take this one. I want to say, okay, I want you to make this customer quote into an infographic, please. Okay, there we go. And then let's do one more. So this is going off right here, and then we're doing the pitch deck as well. So this is going off right here, and then we're kind of hitting this at the same time too. But for the infographics, you could do, let me see. I don't want to delete my thing yet. We could do an infographic. I could do an infographic. Oh, how do I want to do it? Concise. Let's do instructional is fine. And then I'm going to say, create me a simple flyer for my business. Okay. And then I'm going to copy this for a second. There we go. Generate that. And then give it a second. And I'm only just doing this to speed up time a little bit. And then we'll do another one. And I'll say, create me a simple social media post for my business. We can choose any of these we want. Let's do this instructional, generate. Okay, and these will be fire. These usually take a little bit of time to come back with, so we have a bunch going off right now. Okay, so we've covered really everything right now. I can't think of anything else that we've got to cover for the time being. Main thing is make sure that whenever you have your sources in your Google Drive, just save this Google Drive somewhere that you can memorize it, and just work from this one going forward. Update your brand and style guideline, how you want to use it from here. You just want to capture data that's usable and that's good. And you don't want to have to constantly go chase after, like, oh, how did I do that again? Let me go pull up a video. How did I do it again? Let me go pull up a video. How did I do it again? Let me pull You want to capture data that's good, and that way you can keep it forever, theoretically. So if we know how to respond to Google reviews, let's just store it in here. If we know our pricing guidelines, that'll probably update a little bit and change. We can store it in here. We can update it. Quotes and proposal guidelines, how to do those. Let's just store it in here. Voice guidelines. How do I want it to sound just like me? Store it in here. SEO, AEO. Store it in here. I'll show you like a really, let's see. I might be derailing here a little bit, and it's really powerful. This is what I would do. Okay, I'm gonna show you something really cool. You can go to the Chrome store, and then there's a Chrome extension called NotebookLM. I have it downloaded. It's one of these. Most all of these are gonna do the same thing. I have one downloaded, and it automatically pops up on YouTube. So if I go to YouTube, and let's just go, who would be a good person to pull up, like their entire channel? Alex Tramosi. Let's just pull him up. It could be anybody, by the way. So let's just go to his channel. I feel like his background used to be yellow. Okay, and then it pops up right here. Okay, and now I can click NotebookLM, create new notebook. Watch this. This is crazy. This is nuts. Give it a second. Let's create a notebook off of it. And all I'm doing is I'm just killing time. Oh, they all came back, so we can not be so distracted now. Okay, so it's going to create a NotebookLM. Again, NotebookLM is free. And it's going to put all of his YouTube videos into here. So now, all of the information that Alex Ramosi has released on YouTube for free, you can interact with it in NotebookLM for free, which is crazy, okay? And I say that because let's say like you find somebody, there's like a lot of gurus online that teach like these little bitty short hacks on SEO and AEO and stuff like that. You can just go find their YouTube channel, import it into the NotebookLM, and then you can interact with it and say, whatever you want. So let's say like, we'll finish up with this. It's like a little bonus time. What time are we at? 53 minutes. I do have to wrap up pretty soon. But we'll do this a little bonus time here. Okay, so we have our NotebookLM that we're working on. This is the main focus. I'm focusing on what we're doing. We have, let's see what this is. This should be an infographic, I think. From vision to luxury sanctuary. Start with a professional design consultant. Visualize your project with 3D renderings. Craft with meticulous architectural precision. Enjoy your new private resort sanctuary. It generated all of this, by the way. And if you want to change it and fix it, you can. Let's go to this one. Backyard transformation investment guide. Interesting that it said investment and not price, because investment, it's showing like, dude, I mean, how insane is this, right? That it's able to do like the fades right here with AI generated images, and it's showing you like material specifications. It's, you know, the turf is like $10 per square foot. The pavers are like $18 to $26 per square foot, depending on what you want. So like we're giving them a 3-tier package. Insane. I mean, it's nuts. And you could do all this for free. This is all free. Again, usage limits that are really generous, by the way, and I think they reset every day, pretty sure. And then the last one would be, what was this? I generated so many at one time. I need to get locked back in. Your vision to reality, Lone Star transformation. Yeah. I forgot what this was. The design, discovery, the craft. I don't remember what this was, honestly. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Let's go to the sales deck. I'm losing track, so we need to wrap it up. Oh my gosh. Yo. This is insane. Okay, so this is our website, not my website. Again, you're watching right now, this is a demo. I just pulled them at random, and I've said it like 50,000 times. So many times it's probably annoying at this point. But this is the website, and you can see it's more of like a luxury boutique kind of style. And this is what we're getting from NotebookLM. Again, we did go through the last hour and create the Google Drive with all the documents we built in ChatGPT for free. And we put those into here. And now every time we update this with the changes we want to make, we can just delete them from NotebookLM, re-import them via the source, and interact and build insane stuff, which it's just nuts. It's absolutely nuts that we've got our logo. Let's see how close we get the logo. It crushed it. It absolutely crushed the logo. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's great. It actually crushed the logo. Insane. Client goals and design intent, the backyard ecosystem. And basically I told it like, I want to build like, made up a client. I think we said like Dan Bonero or something like that, where you have a pool. We wanted like a paver area. We wanted like a fire pit gathering area with some plants around and stuff like that. So basically I just gave it like a quick, little spiel about what we wanted. We wanted AstroTurf. We wanted certain materials. This is freaking nuts. This is nuts. Okay, that's cool. I'm losing. This is crazy. This is crazy. So, yeah, there we go. I think that's a grand slam. That's a grand slam for sure. So let's just say that we're gonna mark this off. Let's just get rid of this stuff here. We're gonna mark this off. So we're gonna say that we were able to do a customer quote. I didn't show this today, but you can update your website based off of using that NotebookLM. It helps a lot. We can do infographic flyers, and then we can do pitch decks as well, which is so cool. Okay. And then the result of all of this is that, you hours back in your day and less stress and time. Also saved money too, because this stuff used to be very expensive, and now we're closing the gap on that. So it's just really cool. Okay. That's all I've got. Bonus time. Let's finish up with this thing. I'm nerding out like super hard right now. That's a lot of $3 million. Okay. Let's go down a little bit. My gosh. It's still uploading videos. Still uploading videos. I wonder at what point there's too many cooks in the kitchen, too many chefs in the kitchen, right? With like so many videos. Like, how can NotebookLM possibly go through all this? And by the way, Google embeddings model, I know that's a nerdy name that nobody needs to really understand, is so powerful, and that's what they base this off of, that it can cross-triangulate all this information, which is leave it to Google, man. They're insane. We'll just do enough right here. Let's just say like, okay, so there's a ton of information from Alex Hormozi. What do we want to extract from Alex Hormozi? Like, what information could we extract right now that would be advantageous for the business that we just built, or the brain, the second brain, the folder structure we just built for here? I would say if we're doing high ticket landscaping, and it would be, okay, I got it. Can you build me a guide of how to close high? Sorry, it said God. I don't know. It's just my accent. Of how to close high ticket B2C customers. Okay, let's just do B2C. Can you build me a guide of how to close high ticket? I know I didn't stutter. I'm sorry. Let's see. Can you build me a guide of how to close high ticket B2B customers? That was really weird. I think it's because okay. It's not actually turning off, which is just kind of annoying, but that's okay. B to C, I'm sorry. We're closing in. I need to stop pretty soon. I'm getting tired. High ticket, and it's getting late too. B2C ticket. There we go. Customers. And can you build me a guide of how to close high ticket B2C customers? Okay, there we go. One of the things I wish I would have said actually, was if you can build me a comprehensive and exhaustive guide. Those words go a long ways with AI, by the way. But yeah, look at this. I mean, this is the insane part. We literally have, and by the way, YouTube has a new feature now to where like you're on a video, you can like interact with the video and ask it questions, and that's great. But that's a lot of digging through videos and stuff like that. And now with this, you can just, and by the way, if something doesn't import, you can just click this, remove all failed sources, and it'll just remove them. Doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh. I made one last week with Chase Hughes, by the way, too. Again, you can create like flashcards. So you can go create flashcards of like medium, hard, easy, more flashcards, less flashcards, 299 sources. So I didn't do all the videos, but 299, probably some pretty valuable stuff in there. So he's got the closer framework, pre-call preparation, stacking the deck, use a video sales letter, that's a VSL, qualify with the BANT. I actually don't know what that is. Let me see. What is framework? Budget, authority, need, and timing. Okay, cool. Wow, I've read 3 of his books, and I've probably read that. I just forgot. Closer, I know. Okay, cool. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Okay, I'm going to write one more thing real quick. Can you make this a comprehensive and exhaustive guide that I can put into another NotebookLM that has like my brand style guideline, my voice guideline, and a bunch of instructions for my brand specifically? My goal of this document is that it will teach the NotebookLM of how to be a proper salesman for high-ticket B2C clients. Okay, I think that's decent enough. All right. Let's see what it comes back with. Dude, it's insane. I'm still blown away. Shout out to my buddy Grant for putting me on NotebookLM several months back. He showed me this program. I was like, dude, I've got to learn everything about this program. And I'm glad he showed it to me. This is like the most powerful thing ever. And like I said, I don't think anybody talks about it because there's not an affiliate program for it. So I can't make any money if you go download it or install it, which is great because it means it's more organic. But it also means that less people hear about it. So it's kind of more of a kept secret, but a lot of people know about it, just not like as much as Claude and other stuff like that. I think Claude captures all the attention, and ChatGPT does too. Okay, so we create our flashcards. So if you want to go through and quiz yourself, 80 flashcards of like different things. So according to Alex and Rosie, the closer you zoom into the visual representation of the business growth is the more blank it feels. Jagged. Interesting. Okay. What is the primary activity of running a business daily according to Hermosi? Communication with leaders, employees, vendors, and customers. Okay, this is pretty simple. We could have done a harder flashcard deck. But anyways, so we have this document. Okay, and I'm going to save this document. Go to your Google Drive. Let's create a document, and we can just name it like, we can just name it Alex Hermosi Sales Guidelines. Okay, and we could, I kind of wish it was longer, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Alex Hermosi Sales Guidelines. Okay. And then go back to your NotebookLM, the one we built earlier, add source. You can import the drive. You can upload this one instantly. We just build. Again, keep it in the drive so you can update it from there and you don't lose it, because you will lose these NotebookLMs because it's really easy. And the drive is more versatile. You can connect this drive to your Claude and have, this is the crazy part. I'm about to freaking lose it. You can connect Claude to the Google Drive and have Claude help you customize and improve those documents. Once you get them the way you want, come in here and delete them, re-import the updated version, and you will have an updated version that Claude helped you build. Just like that. It's actually insane. But I would show you that Claude's acting up right now. Okay, great. So we have that. What can we say? The last thing. We're at 64 minutes. I do have to go. I keep saying that, but I'm having so much fun with this. What could we say that would... Sales guidelines. What could we say? I got it. let's see. We have, let's delete this. And then, what prompt did I use for that? View prompted sources. So we can copy this. Okay, this is really cool because you can go back and see how you made something. And I'm going to say, make this better. That's very vague and not that great, but it's fun. Okay. But we added the source in here too. At a certain point, there might be, like I said, too many chefs in the kitchen, meaning there's too many sources and it's not streamlined enough. But you can keep that. Maybe keep it. I'm not sure how many. I would love to just tell you and act like I know everything, but I don't. How many sources is too many for NotebookLM? 50 sources per notebook is the standard free plan. Okay, so that's good to know. So if you have a free plan, you can only upload 50. Only 50. I mean, that's still insane. 50 documents. I mean, come on, dude. That's so generous of Google. Like most companies, they would maybe give you like 3 if they were trying to like upsell you. But free, and then I think I have the Pro. I do have the Pro. That's why I cut off at $299. Is you can do 300. The Ultra is 600. By the way, Ultra is like $300 a month or $250 or something like that. You don't really need that. The one I have is $20 a month. It gives you like AI and Gmail, gives you AI and Docs, gives you 5 terabytes of storage, gives you a whole bunch of stuff. It's actually it's so crazy. Okay, so let's go back to here. It's generating a new slide deck based off the 10 sources we did. And then once this is done, I will view it and then I will end the stream so I can cut myself off. Okay. Still super cool. While we're waiting on this little upload, let's see. Hold on a second. Somebody just text me. I'll text him right back. I took a screenshot. There's a guy on Facebook. His name is Edward Storm. Edward Storm. Let's see if we can pull it up. Where'd I go? I'm clicking everywhere. Stop. Edward Storm. Edward Storm. You've probably seen this guy. He does like the little SEO hacks and stuff like that. He's really smart guy. Okay, and then we have 3,003. I think most of those are probably shorts, which is great. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we could do the shorts. Yeah. Let's see how many shorts we got in here. Probably a lot. Okay, great. These are all SEO hacks. Okay. We could do a NotebookLM. Create NotebookLM. I wish there was a way. I might find a better plugin. There's a ton of them. They're all really well rated. A better one to where I could specifically choose like just the shorts because I just want to have like these are like really quick snippets of really valuable information. So let's just see if we can create a new notebook and we'll just see what it does. Adding sources. Okay, so just creating the notebook. We'll bring it over here. I'm getting so many tabs up. And then the last thing I'll look up is like how many sources is too many. I'm gonna look up how many notebook LMs can you have? 100 notebooks, 50 per source per notebook, and then 50 chat queries per day. Okay, super generous. You're not gonna do 50 chats a day. If you did, you should probably pay the $20 and upgrade. It's really cheap. Yeah, I mean, here we go. We're uploading. We're gonna have about 299 sources. Let's go back to this one. And yeah, jumping all over the place, man. We're having a good time. I can't believe I went this long though. 70 minutes. I just feel like I got so much. We just covered so much ground. Like we got so much valuable information out of this. It's actually nuts. We'll do another one. I want to do another one. I think this is like a good practice run. I'll do another one where I have like more of these graphs drawn. I have more planning. I have more things laid out, so I can do it like we can cover a lot of ground very clearly and very well without getting distracted. And I think that would be really cool. Okay. Let's see. These are still uploading. We're still waiting on our slide deck from our new and improved Alex Hormozy guidelines. We have our Alex Hormozy NotebookLM. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. There's a new guy I saw today too. No, he's not a new guy. He's This guy's a goat. I really liked him. Brian Tracy. I don't know anything about him, so don't hate me if there's something about him. Brian Tracy. I really like his like straightforwardness, and he looks like he's been doing it for a while. That's awesome. No, oh, I didn't even recognize that is the GOAT. He's like the Tony Robbins kind of thing, isn't he? Yeah, he is. I didn't even recognize. That's crazy. That's so cool. He's so well spoken. He's so well spoken. But let's go. He does have a YouTube channel. We should subscribe for sure. Yeah, that's so cool, man. He's got such a power to him. Okay, let's do a NotebookLM. Create a NotebookLM. And the reason I say that is he has like really good sales tactics. Like I think I like his sales tactics the most. I do. Very just straightforward, simple, straight to the point. All right, enough. I'll do that for myself later. We need to wrap this thing up. We're waiting on the notebook to generate and we'll be done. Brian Tracy, uploading. Edward Sturm, Alex Ramosi. You know, I just wonder if, like, for SEO reasons, I'll look this up later while we're waiting, but I wonder if I just, like, mention names in the video while I'm live streaming, like, as filler in between these little breaks. If it's almost like you know how, like, and now a word from our sponsor. It's almost like that, but for SEO reasons, to where I'm just like, Alex Ramosi, Justin Bieber, you know, XYZ, and it's like an SEO thing because of the transcript. I do wonder. That's an interesting thought. Okay, let's see. It's still generating. It's still generating. We're just going to have to wait a second. I'm just going to pull up ChatGPT for a second and ask it. No. So I just had a thought. I'm live streaming right now on YouTube, and there are breaks in between my NotebookLM generations for slide decks and stuff like that. And so I have some downtime, and I've been talking about like other things in between those little breaks, like Alex Ramosi and Brian Tracy and stuff like that. And it just made me wonder real quick, because YouTube automatically generates the transcript based off the video now, and I guess it indexes and scrapes the transcript as well. Is it advantageous for SEO reasons to mention names from my target industry or whatever my goal is while I'm live streaming? Like, just mention those names, mention those keywords and stuff like that? See what it says. Yes, with an important caveat. Simply mentioning names and keywords doesn't automatically improve rankings. That's obviously, which helps with the mentions are relevant. It's engagement and views and stuff like that. That's fine. Less useful, Alex Ramosi, Brian Tracy, Gary Vee, something just mentioning names. More useful, one thing Alex Ramosi talks about is creating irresistible offers. Here's how that applies when you're using NotebookLM to build client presentations. Okay, so just like naturally talking about it. That's great. Okay. Watch me get flagged for this video for looking this up. That'd be hilarious. All my hard work down the drain. All right, we got our slide deck generated. Oh my gosh. That's insane, dude. I'm freaking Dan Bonero residence. Dude. What? Oh my gosh. Your outdoor transformation. The objective. Okay, I'll highlight it. I can't highlight it. Your objective to transform the backyard into a cohesive resort-style retreat. This environment is purposefully designed for entertaining, relaxation, and long-term durability in the harsh Arizona climate. This is crazy. Built for the desert. Craftsmanship over convenience. The three pillars of your design: foundation, elements, and ambience. This feels very luxury. Every element of your environment has been designed to work together. We have curated 3 distinct paths to bring this vision to life, tailored to your preferred level of finish and investment. The standard investment, a beautiful, highly functional baseline. Dude, the wording is so good. The premium investment, the ideal balance of luxury, thermal comfort, and nighttime usability. Included features: upgraded plant palette, custom brick pool water features, and a $3,000 starter architectural lighting. Dude. This is crazy. I'm freaking out right now. And then the luxury estate investment. uncompromising materials and estate level finishes. Yeah, this is like over the top. That's great. The wording matches so well here. I mean, this is amazing. Material investment matrix. Why premium is the Lone Star. The next steps. Okay, so check this out. Okay, and this is the crazy part, that it just generated all this. Oh my gosh, this is insane. It just generated all this, and it looks so good. The wording is so good. It's insane. So let's say there's a certain part and you don't like it. Okay, you're like, I don't like the way that, let's say for example, this says Matrix. Okay, because they may think like the Matrix with, the Matrix, which is actually, it's a pretty dope movie, so it wouldn't be terrible. But let's say we want to change that. So we see this and we're like, okay, I don't like the word matrix. You can go into revisions, basically hit revise, and you can say, I don't like the word matrix. Okay? And before you submit that, you can click over to other slides, and then you can update those as well with your preferences. You could say, I don't like the wording. I don't like the color. I want to add, a band around it. Whatever you want to do, you can do that. Okay, so we can go through all of them and make sure we're happy with them. We are ready to build your personal resort. See, like at the end, I would say like, I want this to address the customer. No, let's not say customer. We're doing high ticket. We're doing clients. Address the clients. I want this to address the clients. I want this to address the client. And include our contact info. That's fine. So we'll just update these two that we did. Okay, this is cool. The wording is so good. The layout is so good. I mean, this is absolutely nuts. Okay, so let's just, you click generate revised deck. Okay, and what that's going to do is take that slide deck we just made, and it's going to make a new one. All right, which may take a few minutes. And I keep saying that I'm going to end the stream, but I just keep running into. I'm just nerding out like crazy on this right now. So, yeah, Dan Bonero, that's the example customer we put in here. I mean, just look at this. I mean, it's freaking nuts, man. That's freaking nuts. The wording is so good. Built for the desert. The 3 pillars of your design: foundation, elements, ambience. Like, I mean, these are all like luxury kind of premium words. Again, this is like a high ticket example because we have the 3 different pricing structures. We have like 6,000. Well, let's start with the first one. We have 4,000 for the baseline tier 1. We have 6,000 for the tier 2, which is like the recommended where we want them to be. And then we have 8,000 plus for like the luxury investment, which is really cool. Imagine this was in your backyard. I mean, that would be. I probably wouldn't be streaming on YouTube right now at 8 o'clock. If that was in my backyard. That's so cool. That's so funny. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. And then, so here's the revision that we have now. And so we can go through, and we did 2 slides. I think we said we didn't like the word matrix on the first one, and it changed it to material investment comparison. That's a better word than matrix for sure. And then we also changed one more. We are ready to build your personal resort. Lone Star land stacking LI. So it right here, and NotebookLM does this a little bit sometimes. It will have, what do you call it? It will just delusional. AI delusions. It messed up right here essentially. But it included the phone number, it included the email address, and then the website. It did mess up the logo though, so we could say this right here real quick. You can do revision. You can say you messed up on the you messed up right after the land stacking text, and then we can also say also the logo is not correct. Please use the correct logo, which is included in the sources. Okay, and then we can just generate the revised deck from there. Awesome. And again, I don't know, so we know like for the free tier, for NotebookLM, you get 50 sources you can put in, and you get 50 chat conversations a day, which is really generous from Google to do that. For the paid one, I think mine's like $20 a month, and I have a whole bunch of other stuff with it too. It's a lot, like 300 sources, and like I've never hit a limit with this stuff. And so yeah, for what that's worth, it's really generous. And we have, while we were doing like bonus time, extra stuff, we had Brian Tracy, like the motivational speaker guy who's really slick. I mean, this guy's like remove all failed sources, so it would just go through and get rid of all the red. And then we'll have something like maybe I don't know, 270 sources. It'll say over here, I think, if I do slide deck, 274. It was a pretty good guess. 274 slide decks. And I say, like, create me a sales document of how to, that was bad. That was bad. Let me redo that. Create me a document outlining the best practices for sales. Okay, and it will generate a document for that. And let's go back to our slide deck. This is the generation 3 that's iterated. You can download this, by the way, as a PDF or a PowerPoint. You can start the slideshow. You can revise it. You can view the prompts and sources, like what sources we pulled from over here on the left that we built earlier, and then like the prompt that we got to get there. But let's just look at this real quick and see what it did. Hopefully, because the logo that we use, for example, again, this is a demo, is this Lone Star Landscaping here in Arizona. It's a real company, but I'm just using them as educational purposes. It still messed it up. Which is so weird because earlier, it got the logo like perfectly. I mean, it got the logo like first try. Yeah, right here. Check this out. That's the logo that I got first try. So I'm not sure what's happening with that. I would just say, what would I say to fix that? I would say, let's see, Lone Star Landscaping, call us, blah, blah, blah. We are ready to build your personal resort. So I need to stop the stream, but I'm just going to say, I wanted to address Dan personally and say a personal message to him, like, Dan, we can't wait to turn your backyard into a paradise. Something like that. Also, again, the logo that you included is not correct. It should be the logo.png that is included in the source. Don't use any other logo. Don't generate a logo. Don't create a logo. Don't deviate from that logo. It has to be that logo precisely. What I would do is if it didn't generate the logo the next time, I would just tell it to get rid of the logo and not have it, because we already had the logo at the beginning, so we wouldn't really need it. Brian Tracy started creating a document. Okay, so it's created a document of the best sales practices based off these sources. Sales practice, foundations, mindset, productivity. I found the divider between top 10% and the rest is not talent, but ruthless commitment. Nice, just bite into them. The eat that frog philosophy. Okay, that sounds interesting. The A, B, C, D, E. A, must do. B, should do. C, nice to do. D, delegate, and then E, eliminate. Okay, some fun acronyms. I was in the military and we had like way too many acronyms, so I'm loving these. Tons of just acronyms. Okay, that's cool. We can look at this later. I need to wrap this up. As soon as this is done, I'm going to end the stream because we're going 83 minutes now, the longest stream I've ever done. But I've been nerding out like crazy. So, okay, so we have this beautiful generated slide deck, a sales deck for high-ticket sales for a landscaping company, which is insane. Let's go down, and then it still messed it up. And this, sometimes AI just like wants to piss you off, I think. It's like, I think I just want to bug that guy. So what we'll do is we'll just say this. We'll say remove the logo. And then we'll just generate revised slide deck. You don't need to see that. It'll remove it and we'll be good to go. Okay, guys, I've got to go. Thank you so much for hanging around and watching. I hope that you got a lot of value out of this. I'm sure you did. I love doing this stuff. It's a lot of fun. So I will be back live tomorrow. I try to go live around like 2 or 3 Arizona time, but I have an appointment tomorrow. I know for a fact at 2:30 I cannot make it in that time frame. So I will try to do, I'd have to look at my calendar. But I think 4 o'clock is what I'm going to shoot for, okay? So thank you so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow, okay? Thanks again. Good night, guys.